Jackson may be facing a criminal mayhem in this case that we see. What's the penalty? Well, it's a felony. It's a felony. So Roger would become a felon.
Rampage Jackson is back in the headlines, and this time the situation looks more serious than ever. Police have now confirmed that they are actively investigating him, not just his son, Raja Jackson. Yes, you heard that right. The fallout from this scandal keeps growing, and the possibility of Rampage himself facing arrest is no longer just speculation. At the center of this storm is Raja Jackson. Prosecutors revealed that his official charge could be mayhem, a serious felony under California law. If convicted, Raja could face anywhere from 2 to 8 years in prison and fines of up to $10,000. That's the harsh reality he's staring down, according to legal experts. From the very beginning, the controversy surrounding Raja and his altercation with fellow wrestler Psycho Stu has been messy. Many observers felt it was clear that Raja was guilty of crossing the line. Even Rampage himself initially condemned his son's actions. On camera, Rampage went as far as disowning him, saying he wanted nothing to do with Raja anymore. But just days later, everything changed. Rampage suddenly shifted his stance. After reportedly spending large sums of money on lawyers, doctors, and anyone who might help sway the case, he appeared on a show defending Raja. His reasoning? According to Rampage, saving Raja was not only about protecting his son, but also about protecting his own career and reputation. Rampage began to cast blame on Psycho Stu, claiming Stu had been drunk, reckless, and a problem backstage long before this incident. He insisted that the police should also investigate Stu's behavior, suggesting that Raja had been provoked into his actions. At first, Rampage expressed sympathy for Stu, admitting he didn't condone what Raja did. But as Stu's condition improved and talk of a potential lawsuit against both Raja and Rampage gained traction, Rampage flipped the narrative. Now he argued that Stu himself was the true aggressor, pointing to an incident where Stu allegedly hit Raja with a bottle before the fight escalated. This dramatic reversal has fueled even more backlash. Critics say Rampage is trying to manipulate the situation to save himself. Reports have surfaced that he may have attempted to tamper with evidence or pay people off to protect Raja. These allegations are now part of the police investigation, raising the possibility that Rampage could face charges of his own. And here's where things get even more complicated. Legal analysts, including popular commentator Legal Mindset, have broken down the situation. While some initially speculated that Raja could face an attempted murder charge, experts now say that's unlikely. Attempted murder requires proof of intent, something very difficult to establish in this case. Instead, the focus is on California's mayhem law, which covers acts that cause permanent disfigurement or disability. The law defines mayhem as unlawfully disabling or disfiguring another person, cutting a lip, an ear, or otherwise leaving lasting damage. In this case, Psycho Stu suffered a serious lip injury, which could fall under that category. If convicted of mayhem, Raja would face a felony record, prison time of 2, 4, or 8 years, and fines reaching $10,000. In the worst-case scenario of aggravated mayhem, where permanent disfigurement is proven, the sentence could stretch up to life in prison. However, legal experts believe Raja is unlikely to face the maximum penalty, especially as a first-time offender. But even at the lowest level, 2 years behind bars would be life-changing. And for Rampage, the stakes are equally high, with police now reportedly investigating whether he interfered with evidence or attempted to buy influence. His own freedom could be on the line. Meanwhile, Psycho Stu has returned home to recover, though he still carries significant injuries. His testimony will be crucial in determining what charges are ultimately filed against Raja. Yet, there are already concerns that the wrestling school connected to the incident has not fully cooperated with law enforcement, adding more uncertainty to the case. What's clear is that the damage is done. Raja's actions have placed his father's career in jeopardy, tarnished Rampage's reputation, and sparked widespread outrage across the wrestling and MMA communities. For Rampage, saving Raja may be less about family loyalty and more about survival. Because if his son goes down, he may go down with him. This case is still unfolding, and every new development makes it more unpredictable. With police digging deeper into Rampage's background and mounting pressure for accountability, the road ahead looks rough for both father and son. So the big questions remain. Will Raja Jackson serve years in prison for mayhem? Will Rampage Jackson also face charges for trying to shield him? And how will this scandal reshape Rampage's legacy in combat sports? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, this story is far from over.